This is a part in the process that I love so much. When I've finished up a machine, gone through that incredibly surgical level inspection of it, cleaning, conditioning, tuning, and everything, and it's finally ready to go. So I did that and finished up yesterday, and I had reached out to Janet and said, hey, your Featherweight 221 is all set. I'm guessing you'll probably come next week and pick it up. Well, I've got a window right now of about 20 to 25 minutes before she shows up, so I've got to get this video done fast and furious. Otherwise, I won't have a featherweight to do it with. And you might be saying to yourself, okay, we see the featherweight, Scott, on the right-hand side. What is up with that plastic machine on the left? Well, folks, I got to deliver some news to you. According to our friends at Singer, this is also a featherweight. It's the model 132Q. I'm not making that up. You can see it yourself right there through the camera. So I wanted to put these two machines side by side. Obviously, this is a multi-stitch, more contemporary version of what they're calling now a featherweight. It's got a variety of different decorative utility stitches. It's got built-in buttonholes. It's got, you know, all kinds of stuff on it that this original featherweight that belongs to Janet doesn't have and doesn't need, by the way, because this 221, as you saw on the sew-offs on Facebook, it's got one of the most gorgeous drop-dead beautiful stitches that any sewing machine on earth has ever sewn. Here we've got genuine cowhide leather. The spacing, the formation is absolutely, what? Are you serious? And here we've got our U.S. Army grade canvas. The spacing, the formation, the integrity of the stitch. You know what? Does it get any better than that? No way. And then we've got this stuff over here. It's a vegetable tanned leather. And that stitch as well is just absolutely spectacular. I can tell you that when I get a machine into my workshop, I do a pre-stitch off, and then I always obviously do a post-stitch off. The stitches as you see them now is not how they looked when I got this machine in from Janet. You would have seen through the Facebook posts as well. The machine had a lot of cleanup needs on it, and that really, the cleanliness of a machine really impacts the performance of the machine. So after I went through and I got it tuned up, cleaned up, conditioned, deep cleaned, all that good stuff, boy oh boy does this 221 just so like a masterpiece. It's just a great little machine. And what you see it already in the stitch offs they're sewing is no small task. We're talking about a 0.4 amp motor on the featherweight, and it sewed what some of the newer contemporary machines that boast of up to a 1 amp motor would struggle with, and yet this featherweight gets it done so daggone easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this Singer Featherweight 132Q off of my workbench and give full attention to the real featherweight on the right. So hold on for a second while I get this other machine out of the way, and we'll do some stitch offs before Janet gets here, because I don't have much time to work with. She's going to be here in just a little bit, and I better hurry up. And I might do some stitch offs eventually with this 132Q, just so you can see how it sews. But right now we're going to focus on this genuine article. Move it more center. I'm going to get these other sew-offs out of the way that have already been done, and we'll see if we can zip down some genuine cowhide before Janet gets here. The other thing you'll notice is through some of the posts that I put on Facebook, the finish was a little gnarly on this machine as well, and I did give it a deep cleaning and conditioning with a special wax and a special cleaning compound that I use on all of my machines, and you can see it makes a real big difference. It really does. All right, I'm going to zoom in on the needle, and we're going to get busy because I am running quickly at a time. Oh, I really thought that Janet would say, oh yeah, no rush. I'll be there Tuesday, Wednesday. You know what? You're dealing with a hardcore quilter. That ain't going to happen. You got her machine. She's going to get that machine back if she has to kick a door down. So I better get busy and get this done before she shows up, because she is not going to wait on me to get this done. You know what I mean? All right. So I've got my light on now. The Featherweight also has a good lighting system, in my opinion. It really does. We're talking a machine from the 1950s. As I posted, it's from 1953, and the serial number on this Featherweight is A as in Apple, L as in Linda, 574711. If you want to look this up during this premiere and post in the chat what the full birth date of this Featherweight that belongs to Janet is, I'll send you something special. So again, it's AL 574711. So if you want to post the full birth date, you already know it's born in 1953, but now you have to post the full birth date and you can win something special. Okay, so what we're going to do real quick is, and I mean real quick because I don't have much time before she's going to be at the workshop, I'm going to see if I can zip down and show you that genuine cowhide on camera, and then we'll move on to U.S. Army grade canvas. I might zip down the same sew off with that vegetable tan leather because I don't think I have a piece cut and I don't have time. So, all right, so here we have the genuine cowhide leather, probably about 3 or 4 ounces, and I'm going to see if I can zip down this with Janet's Featherweight and then show you in real time, in live broadcast, how that stitch looks, and then you can compare it to the one that I sewed off camera. All right, here we go. 3 to 4 ounces of genuine cowhide leather. Here we go. Come on, Scott, you didn't sew very straight there, my friend. I'm probably nervous. I'm waiting for a knock. Janet's gonna be here any second now, folks. Help, help, help. All right. So I've got that stitched off. It looks spectacular. It really does. You can see the stitching right there on top. The stitch formation, the quality of it is just absolutely spot on. I'm going to toss this to the side because we are about out of time, folks. She's going to be here in just a matter of minutes. And what I'm going to do now is just do some fun zip around on this U.S. Army grade canvas. Actually, you know what? I'll double it up because I do want to do at least 2 layers. And then we'll just kind of buzz around this a little bit. I'll see if I can do a turn at the bottom, and we'll just do some fun sewing on here. All right, so here we go. 2 layers of U.S. Army grade canvas with Janet's Singer Featherweight 221. Here we go. We're going to go every way but loose here today, folks. All right. If you get dizzy, I don't think I meant this to be a matrix, but it kind of looks that way. All right, let's give that a clip as well. All right, we got that back in place. So here again, yeah, I love, and it's not because I'm a former Army guy, I just love this U.S. Army grade canvas. The way it presents a stitch is unmatched by any other material that I've ever used. It just really gives you a clear vision of what that potential of that machine in fact is. Actually see that I've got the Featherweight a little bit crooked there. There we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in on this real quick and give you a chance to see this machine. I'm also going to show you the sew off that we just did as well, so that you can see that as well. And then I'm going to get this thing packed up and ready to go out the door, because you do not want to delay a quilter from picking up her machine, or you're going to have a world of hurt. Seriously. All right. So let's first of all focus on this U.S. Army grade canvas. Absolutely spectacular. Look at the consistency of that stitch. The formation. It's just spectacular. Even as I made that little cattywampus type turn right there, you can just follow those stitches all the way down, and they are just absolutely spot on. The way a featherweight sews when it's properly serviced and restored, it's a little bit of magic. It really is. Now, if we look over at this genuine cowhide as well that we sewed, there's nothing unmagic about that. Those stitches are absolutely spectacular and spot on. They really are. Marvelous, marvelous stitch representation from this featherweight 221 that belongs to Janet. And you know, all I can say is that if you've always thought about getting a featherweight 221, not just because it's a cool, cute little machine, but because it's a serious sewing machine too. A lot of folks don't show the potential of what a featherweight can do, and I don't get it. I really don't. You know, they have the potential to show, this machine sewing leather just like I just did. And yet they show the delicate side of this machine. Yes, it has a 0.4 amp motor, but if it's properly serviced, tuned up, and it's at its optimal sewing capacity, you're going to be able to get this kind of result from it. Not every featherweight can do this though, and I want to emphasize that because I continue, even after being on YouTube this many years and now incorporating what I do on Facebook, I still get that contact from someone about, I'm looking at this machine on eBay, on Craigslist, and I'm so excited because I know it's going to be able to do what I saw yours do on the YouTube channel. Don't assume that. You know, don't assume that. I go through my machines like there's no tomorrow, and the way they perform at the beginning versus how they perform after I've gone through them at a surgical level, it's night and day. It's just absolutely night and day. And the majority of folks you meet out there are not going to be able to deliver these kind of results to a machine because they don't understand them. So buy carefully if you get something, and if you're unsatisfied with how it's performing, you can always send it to me. But the easier path is to buy a machine from me in the first place. So at any rate, I got to sign off because I'm sure Janet is probably within a few feet of the house right now, and I've got to sign off and get this machine packed up and ready for her to pick it up. So thanks so much for being a subscriber. By the way, we are only 35 subscribers away from 5,000 right now. So watch for another big contest coming real soon. Have a great day. God bless you guys.